What's up, Wikimaniacs? On today's episode, we have an OP who has made an example, a son gets stoned, an OP finds his girl with the neighbor, a mom names her daughter something stupid, a gold digger gets her just desserts, and a daughter gets told the harsh truth. For the Patreon exclusive stories, we have an OP who doesn't want to discuss child support, and a coworker asks OP to stop talking to his wife. If those sound interesting to you, go to patreon.com/cultivate podcast network to unlock those stories, as well as a ton of other bonus content. Reddit on Wiki starts now.
Expert in fucking, I don't know. Great power. For the fifth time, it's your boy Sean.
What is up, Wikimaniacs? It's your boy Josh here for another Friday edition of Am I the Asshole? John is still on holidays, enjoying Japan, or he might be getting back now, I guess, today as we're recording.
I think he's back as we're recording.
He's just being lazy.
Well, because last week he was very confident that he was going to make it.
Yeah.
And I was like, are you sure? I feel like you're going to be tired. And he was like, nah, I got to stay awake. Otherwise, I'll be destroyed by jet lag.
So he's going to be destroyed by jet lag is what you're saying?
I think so. I think absolutely.
Fair enough. So no John for the next 2 episodes, but he will be back after that. But I got Sean here. What's going on, buddy?
Not too much. Wait a second. Is the next time? Oh, no. You'll see him for one Friday right before, the day before the live show.
Yes. That's right. We have the live show. Good call,
Okay.
Sean.
Yeah, I thought we might not see Gine until the live show when we're spreading eagle. But yeah, he'll be back one day prior on
People
December
love Gine,
1st.
by the way.
Who doesn't love Gine?
Who doesn't love good Gine? You know what I'm saying?
Gine is fucking awesome.
But yeah, so if you want to get tickets to our live show, link to that will be in the description. You only have, I think, one more episode after this one to get tickets before we do it two episodes, I think, when this one comes out. So
2 more episodes.
yeah. So you got about a week and a bit to get tickets left for our live stream show. I'm heading down to Texas next Friday, and we're going to be recording and doing some fun stuff together. I think they're taking me to, is it Bucky's? What's it called?
Bucky's.
Okay, I wasn't sure on the pronunciation. But
It's
yeah,
spelled
so
like Boosie's.
yeah, it is spelled like Boosie's. You're right. So we're gonna be doing some fun stuff. We're doing a live show. So get your tickets today. Sean, is there anything else you want to talk about before we head into the stories?
No, let's hop into it.
All right. So just like we did last time we did solo Am I the Assholes, it's going to be, if you get majority right, you get 1 point. If you get all of them correct, 2 points. And we've got 6 stories today. So you're going to have to get at least 4 correct to get the full 1 point.
And what's the scoreboard right now? Just to remind the Wikimaniacs and myself.
Well, Nancy kind of dropped the ball last week. So you're up 1 on John. So you can thank her later tonight.
Wait. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Does that mean regardless of what happens on this episode, I am the victor?
Is today the last Am I the Asshole?
I think the next one's going to be December 1st.
I did not put an AI story in here.
There's no saving John. There's no saving John. Oh, the corruption.
Yeah, that's my bad, Wikimaniacs. I've been busy planning this live show and doing other stuff. I did not.
He's planning a live show and a wedding. Give him some grace, y'all.
I did not put an AI story in this week. So what I'll do is I'll actually do the Dasani punishment with John in the live stream.
Oh, okay. Maybe here's his saving grace. If I get, because we don't take away points, so let's take away points if I get more wrong than right.
But I still feel bad because I didn't even give you an option to get me this month. That's why I feel bad.
Oh, that's fair. Okay, yeah.
So I'll take the punishment no matter what in person.
Drinking Dasani will be fine for you.
For me, it'll be fine. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it'll be great. It'll be refreshing for you.
Well, I don't know about refreshing, but it'll be it'll be water.
Yeah, that's true. It'll be water.
So this one we got cross-posted by Dog Vader, and the title is "Am I the asshole for telling my sister-in-law how much my brother owes me when she tried to tell my nephews that I was an example of why they should stay in school?" Such a long title, by the way.
Okay, that's like I'm doing math in my head to understand. So I mean, I'll say that you're not the asshole. If it's an obscene amount, that's probably his fault.
It's good to tell her that, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put a little fire under his ass to pay you back.
Fair enough. All right, so you're saying not the asshole. Let's hop into it. So I'm a steam fitter, and I work a lot of overtime. I work a lot of overtime because I hate a steam fitter. Oh. I have no idea what that is. But,
I'm not too sure.
I'm sure someone in the comments will let us know. So they work a lot of overtime, and he says, I work a lot of overtime because I hate working. So I usually work like a madman for 7 months of the year and take off the other 5. Sounds like a good balance. My brother is a teacher and the first person in our family to graduate from university. I've always been proud of him, and he's actually pretty awesome. He married another teacher, and they have 2 boys. His wife comes from a family of educated people. I think most of her relatives are college educated. My wife and I are expecting our first child, and we had my parents and brother's family over so that we could announce it. I spent the day getting my smoker going early and set up for what I thought was going to be a nice visit and announcement. Full disclosure, my wife and I currently live in a manufactured home, and then brackets, a mobile home. We keep it tidy, and and it has city water and power. I'm not sure why, but my sister-in-law decided that before dinner was the perfect time to tell her children that they need to stay in school if they didn't want to end up like me and my wife.
Oh,
yeah.
That's not how I thought this was going.
No.
That's super fucked. While you're in their house, that's so fucked up.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. I saw red and was about to tell her, and was about to let her have it, but my mom and brother told her that she was being rude and that she needed to apologize. She didn't.
Yeah.
She doubled down and said that we were doing okay for just the 2 of us, but what if we wanted a child? She didn't want her kids to end up like us.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy. You have zero relation to this person. Like, you are the least allowed to go off on them. You know what I mean? Like, you could go off on your brother and be like, dude, come on, get it together, blah, blah, blah. But you're just essentially kind of, I mean, I don't know how close you guys are, but you're not close enough to do that. You're never close. I would never talk to my in-laws like that.
No. Well,
or anybody.
Yeah. Or
anybody, to be honest. You're being very fucking rude.
And you're painting like that's your niece and nephew. She's talking to you like about you right in front of your face. Like, that's pretty disrespectful.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, she's like, what if you want to bring a child in at the place where you're going to announce that you're having a child? So this is going to make it super awkward later on. Oh, it's crazy. So I told my brother that he needed to tell her to shut up or they needed to leave. She said that she was just thinking about our future and our children's future. I told her then that my kids would probably be okay as soon as her husband paid me back for his education that I paid for. My brother has no student loans because I paid for his education. I told her that my current house wasn't great, but that the construction across the road was the new house that we were going to have built since my wife and I own the quarter section of land our trailer's on. I then told her that since I make more money than she and my brother combined while only working a little over half a year, I think we'll be okay. I would not actually call in the loan to my brother. I know that they are just living within their means and do not have the money to pay me back. She got embarrassed and they left. I told my parents about the baby and we had a shit ton of leftovers since 4 people left. My parents, my wife, and my brother all said that I didn't need to lose my cool with her and that she meant well.
Oh.
My mom said I was vulgar to point out how much money I make. I don't know. I hated myself for pointing out that my brother is poor compared to me, but I didn't start the conversation. So am I the asshole?
Look, I don't think what you did was great, if I'm going to be completely honest. The wife was throwing the slugs, and then your brother catches the stray, which sucks because,
fair.
He was on your side. He was like, hey, like telling his wife, you need to fucking cool it. You're being rude. You need to apologize. And then, like, what does he get for that? You're broke? That's tough. That fucking sucks. But also, I don't think he's the asshole. To be honest, you're getting disrespected in your home on what was supposed to be the announcement of the baby, and she's talking crazy like, dude, can you imagine if they had a baby? They're fucking poor asses. And then, of course, you're going to be angry. I would be upset.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would call my brother poor in front of everybody, including his own kids. I think I maybe would have just fucking gone in and said some really rude stuff that was strictly about the wife, which probably isn't also great. But I probably would have gone in that direction if I was going to fucking lose my cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, you could have been the bigger person, which is the correct thing to do probably, and just be like, look, I'm building the house across the street. I don't know if, what you're saying, a poor person could afford to build a house from scratch,
right,
on a lot of land that they already own. No need. I think that is enough to paint the picture that you're doing better than she thinks without then throwing your brother under the bus. Because again, he was on your side. He was trying to help. But again, I think, you're pushed to a certain edge. It doesn't make you the asshole, but you're not great for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, backed into the corner.
I think you're within your rights.
Yeah.
You're within your rights to fucking go off because she's way out of pocket.
I agree. I think, like me personally, I probably would have just kicked her out and not dealt with that at all. But I can understand.
I would have been like, look across the street. That empty lot is mine. You fucking poor bastard. How dare you talk to me like
done.
that? I paid for the dinner you're about to eat.
Yeah, exactly. Like the disrespect is crazy. So I think you were well within your rights to throw back at her. For me, it'd be like it'd be crazy if she didn't know that you paid for his schooling, like given that they're married, right? It would be a weird thing to like not ever mention to her, but I don't know. Reddit deemed not the asshole. Minimum mid-score arachnid mid-score 190 on our subreddit said, it's funny how OP's brother sat there and let his wife look down on his own brother, knowing OP paid for his school. What a coward. So a lot of people are actually blaming the brother more than her, which is wild to me.
The brother was, wait, did I hear wrong? I thought the brother told her to like apologize.
Yeah, the wife and the brother were definitely telling her to chill.
Yeah.
But so I don't
apologize. Yeah,
I don't think that's fair. I just wanted to
why is everybody
address
coming for him? Yeah, everyone's coming for this guy got slammed by his brother already. He doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's his fault, in my opinion. I don't know.
Getting slammed by everyone.
Yeah, what the fuck? He's just chilling over here, like telling his wife to calm down.
Yeah, I think
that's tough.
Yeah, I think that's unfair. I mean, once she kept going off, I probably, if I was, the brother, I probably would have been like, all right, you can leave. Like, go take a walk. You don't talk to my family that way. But he did stand up for OP to a point. So I don't know if it's fair to just talk shit about him. But
yeah, I don't know.
Crazy. Anyway, you got that one correct, Sean. At least in Reddit's eyes. I'm sure there'll be, who knows? I'm sure some people will say everyone's the asshole with that one, but I agree with you. So we'll give it to you. 1 point for Sean.
There it is. But not an actual point, right?
No, one mini point.
Quarter point.
Welcome to Whose Line Is Anywhere. The points don't matter.
The points don't fucking matter, y'all.
And everything's made up. That's our show. But yeah, no, not a real point, but like a point for this episode. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they got it. They understand what's happening.
Good. So this next one here is
I got to get 4 right to get a point, y'all.
Exactly.
I have to get 4 right to get a full point. Which is kind of like how it is in real life with the fucking racist country that we live in. I have to do things 4 times as better as the white man just to be seen on the same level.
And
that's neither here nor there.
I have one story where I can be punished a month.
Yeah.
Crazy how that works.
The parallels.
Shit. And I didn't even do it this month. That's just...
Oh, just like real life.
Just like real life. The privilege is crazy. All right. So This one cross-posted by Dead Chemicals on our subreddit. The title for this one is, Am I the asshole for not immediately punishing my son after he took edibles?
No, that would be such a terrible time to punish them while they're fucking high off the edible. That seems terrible. Like that seems, I don't think that's productive.
Fair.
Yeah. Oh my God. Can you imagine?
I mean, I've never done weed, so I don't know, but I've heard horror stories. I've seen horror stories of people freaking out on their first time.
Yeah. Yeah. Some people can get real paranoid. So they're already in a heightened state of awareness, I guess. So
Yeah.
Yelling at somebody who's high, I can imagine, is a terrible, terrible time.
Exactly. All right. So note, we live in a state where weed is legal. My wife and I occasionally take edibles or even smoke when our son, 13 male, isn't around or is asleep. We hide our edibles in the hall closet, which looking back now is stupid and irresponsible. We should have hid them better, so the whole situation is kind of our fault too. Yeah, a hall closet where everyone has access to. Probably not a great spot.
Yeah,
to
kind
hide
of
your weed.
crazy. That's probably like a nightstand type of item.
Yeah, or, the back of your closet or some shit like that. Crazy. Anyway, last night we were going to order some food, and I called for my son. He came out, obviously high, but trying to hide it. We immediately question him, and he gives in, telling us he found and took some. We take his phone and start talking to him. When about halfway through the conversation, he slowly starts hyperventilating and freaking out. He tells us he took 5 gummies. Fucking 5.
Oh my God. What were the milligrams on that bad boy?
Don't know, but 5 is a lot of any, I think.
Yeah, you could take 5 milligrams, and that'll get you pretty toasted. 25, at least for me.
And he's 13.
Like 10, yeah. And probably this is his first time.
Yeah.
Not that I'm still a little baby when it comes to edibles. I'm 10 and I'm good. 20 and I'm out of my mind. So 25 has got to be
Wild.
pretty crazy. Again,
Yeah.
I'm a baby, but yeah. So I can only imagine what this guy's going through because this is his first time.
Yeah, first.
5 is that's incredible.
Yeah, nutty. So I've been in this position before, and I know it can be a living hell. Probably more so for him, as he's way smaller than us. So exactly what you said.
Yeah.
My wife and I make him lie down and just tell him to breathe. A few minutes later, he's calling for us and is in a full-on panic. My wife says he needs to deal with it himself and that he won't die and he'll be fine as soon as he falls asleep. I'm ashamed to admit that I agreed at first, but later on, he was still awake and freaking out. It was hard for both of us to listen to, so my wife started working on an art project, and I tried to watch TV. So could you imagine?
God damn it, help him. Help him.
Leaving your son to just sit in that? That's crazy. Just awful.
Also, it's like legal. I don't know if it's like alcohol, because at least I know in Texas, if your parents give you the alcohol, you could drink it. I don't know if it's the same with edibles in whatever state they're in. But, I mean, if it's that bad, you got to bring him to the hospital, right? You can't just fucking let him. I mean, he will live. I don't know if you can OD on
Not
weed.
on 5, I would
think you
imagine. But
yeah, take a lot more, if that's even a thing. I think it's not. But who knows? I
imagine
don't
you
know
could
a lot about
probably
drugs.
OD on anything. Like, he's not going to on this amount for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't want to make a wide sweeping statement that you can't.
Yeah.
Someone gets just gets fucked up one day. It's just like, you guys said I couldn't. So don't listen to
That's
us.
true. We are not liable for anything, guys. We're not doctors.
Yeah. I already felt horrible and was being eaten away by guilt, so I went into his room and lay with him for a little bit. Once his breathing was somewhat under control, I held his hand and gave him his phone back to listen to music. Once he fully calmed down, I took his phone back and put it on his favorite movie. I stayed with him for a little bit longer just in case he freaked out again. My wife was a little upset with me as we both agreed to let him go through it. I feel like that's not right though. It's terrifying going through that. I was alone the few times it happened to me, so I didn't want the same thing to happen for him. It could be traumatic. We took his Xbox and TV out of the room this morning, and he's not allowed to go with friends. Though he's grounded, my wife keeps bringing up how she wishes I wouldn't have gone in there. I just keep changing the topic, not wanting to start anything. So am I the asshole?
I think no. If anything, maybe a little bit for taking so long to do the right thing. I think, once he says, I've taken 5 edibles, it is now your job to fucking care for him back to sobriety, I think.
Yeah.
He's obviously, if he's taken 5, he doesn't know what the fuck is happening or like how many you're supposed to take or anything like that. So he's just inexperienced. Help him. He's especially if he's screaming, panic attack, can't breathe.
Yeah.
Just help him. Let him. Yeah, you did the right thing. Listening to music, holding his hand, getting his breathing back up to normal. Crazy that she's mad at you for. I mean, again, I'm not that knowledgeable in drugs, so maybe that is something you're supposed to do. I've never. That's a lie. But I've never taken a lot by myself. You know what I mean? So yeah, I feel like you did the right thing. Put on some music, let him fucking calm down. He was hardcore in fight or flight. He was fighting for his life.
Yeah.
So help him out.
So
I think if your kid is screaming, you gotta help him, right?
Yeah.
You gotta help.
Yeah, I agree with you. Not the asshole for going in to help, but I think, first of all, you're both initial asshole for leaving the drugs where the kid could get them. Like that's all on
smart.
you. That's your fault. You got to keep that in a safe spot where they can't access it. And so that 100% asshole on that part. And then at the beginning where you're just like, yeah, I'm just going to let him ride it out. Like, what the fuck? That's crazy.
Riding out alone is crazy.
Yeah. So I'll say this. You came around to the right side eventually and you did the right thing, but I got to go with you are an asshole in this situation personally, just because you are the reason it happened, you and your wife. Your wife's a bigger asshole for not ever conceding and helping your son. That's crazy. But yeah, for me, asshole eventually doing the right thing. Does that make sense? I think it does.
Yeah. That's fair.
And I think most people fell on that side. I didn't get the link to the actual Am I the Asshole post. I think it got taken down. But I believe most people are saying, everyone kind of sucks in this scenario. The top comment on our post was from Miss Grusham. And it says, I'm assuming the wife is upset that he went in there because she feels guilty for leaving edibles out where her 13-year-old could find them. Otherwise, she's just really fucking awful. Yes, the kid fucked up, but when your 13-year-old is having a full-on drug-induced panic attack, you don't just leave them to suffer the consequences or as discipline. Jesus fucking Christ. Which is, I think, where we came around on that.
Yeah.
So yeah, wild of your wife to be mad at you for helping out your kid. But anyway, with that, we're going to take a drug-induced ad break. Get real fucked up. And we'll be back after that.
What's up, Wikimaniacs? It's your boy, Sean. Have you ever wanted to see John, Josh, and I fully spread Eagle Giant showing? Well, December 2nd, 11 a.m. Central, 12 p.m. Eastern. If you're in another time zone, do the math. You could do it. I believe in you. We will be doing our first in-person live show. We'll be reading stories. We'll be eating snacks. We'll be hunting Greg Abbott. We'll be doing a bunch of stuff. But yeah, if you want to see us live in a room together for the very first time, join us. Live stream. We have the link somewhere, and I bet you could find it. It's Eventbrite. It's there. That's the promo.
Perfect
Thank you so much. Love you guys. December.
What he said.
He did it.
2nd, 11 a.m. Central. Do the math otherwise.
Tickets
We'll
on
see you
sale
there.
now. Buy
Tickets
them
on sale
now.
now.
now. All right, and we are back. High as fuck. Sean's zooted right now.
Out of my mind. Thanks to our sponsor.
Who's the sponsor?
I have no idea. Actually.
Big Marijuana. That's in corporate.
Can't even have weed in Texas.
Can't
You
even.
have to use a CBD or like Delta 8.
Oh, shit.
Like a variation. That's legal, but not actual weed.
Crazy.
I don't know the difference. I think one doesn't have THC or something like that. I don't know.
Here's the thing, Sean. I guarantee your state senator has no idea the difference either. So, or the people that push that law in where it's
for sure.
Yeah. All right. So this next one, we got cross-posted again by Dog Midscore Vader. And the title for this one is, Am I the Asshole Caught my girl with the neighbor.
I don't know how that makes you the asshole.
I guess we'll see.
You caught them cheating, I suppose. So I'm going to say not the asshole.
Okay. You seem confused. It is confusing because it's not really a question, I guess.
Yeah. I caught my girlfriend cheating on me. Am I the asshole? No, right? Right?
My girlfriend beat me up. Am I the asshole?
Yeah, what the fuck kind of question is that?
See. Well, we'll find out what kind of question it is, Sean. You're saying not the asshole. Let's hop into it. So I noticed she's been gaining weight, and so I knew something was wrong. I keep her on a very strict diet.
So maybe it's not cheating. Okay. I lost immediately.
Yet she's been packing on pounds. I know when she leaves the house because I have a ring on my front door, but she's been escaping through the back somehow. She knows she's not supposed to do that.
The way that this husband is talking, or boyfriend, is a husband?
Doesn't say. I don't think it ever says.
This OP is writing it. It sounds like this is like his dog.
Okay. Well, we'll see. So
is it a dog actually?
You'll see. So yesterday I decided to follow her. Turns out she's been sneaking out through the fence. I followed her and she was going to the neighbor. When I found them together, I was livid.
Of course.
He kept saying, I didn't know. Yes, you did. You see us every morning walking around the neighborhood, lying scum. I took her home and she was just silent. Didn't say anything, just went to drink water. I put chicken wire around the fence so she couldn't escape anymore. I felt bad for getting upset with her.
Absolutely a dog.
I just wanted to make it up to her. So I went and got her favorites at the store. She can't have chocolate or grapes, so I went and got her bacon.
Bacon strips.
I came back home and she wasn't home. She was with the neighbor again. The asshole turned on the grill to lure her over. She can't say no to hamburgers. I kept telling him I keep her on a strict diet. She's just gaining weight and that it was hard on her joints. She's a shorter breed. So am I the jerk for getting mad? Like I got her favorite pumpkin snacks and stuff to chew on, but no, she went to and gave the neighbor her favorite stuffed animal a week ago with some squeaky chicken toy. I'm betrayed. I thought I was the only man in her life, but she's two-timing me with the neighbor because he has the meats like he's some sort of fucking Arby's.
Jesus Christ.
Edit. She walked out on me this morning. She took her favorite chew toy. I regret I've made a terrible decision for her and didn't include what she wanted. I don't know if my heart will love again. I'm crushed and heartbroken. So am I the asshole?
Okay, I'm so glad. And I'll say I was still right. You're not the asshole. You're worried about that dog's health.
Yeah, your neighbor's an asshole.
Yeah.
How dare he?
He knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, he's a fucking Arby's because he's got the meats. You know what I mean?
Got the meats. I was about to say, if this was about a human, this is so fucked.
Dude,
and then like 2 sentences afterwards, I was like, okay, for sure a fucking dog.
Yeah, when I first started reading this, I was like, this is abuse. This is holy fuck. I was like, this is crazy. And then I was like, oh,
this is insane.
I understand. So Reddit obviously deemed not the asshole, much like you, Sean. Silver Scorpius said, what a bitch.
Stupid.
Oh, that was a great one. That one was fun for me.
Yeah, it's nice to get a not devastating one every once in a while.
Yeah, a nice uplifting one, for sure. So the next, we got a real one here coming up. Cross posted by Ultimate Nintendo Hero. And the title is, Am I the Asshole for Giving My Daughter a Stupid Name?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think you're the asshole. You named that child that stupid name, and that's on you. Is this also about a pet, by the way? Is this about a pet?
No, this one is real.
Okay.
Just one.
Because it also could be about a pet, just off that title.
Yeah, no, I was the asshole in the last story, but no, this one's about a real person. So I want to give a trigger warning for this one, for racism. So buckle up.
Oh, is it not a stupid name? Is it just a foreign name?
Well, we'll see about that. So, I, 22 female, recently gave birth to a baby girl. Me and my husband, 27 male, against the Sean rule. But
Wait, how old is she?
22. He's 27.
Yeah. Like, when did y'all meet? Like,
Well, they had a baby at least they started making the baby a year ago at least. So,
okay, so 26, 21. Still not. Yeah, I'm not loving it. It's in that gray area sometimes happen.
husband, so they've been married potentially before that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Because
get
then
into
there's a
that
certain
part.
point, give 2 years away, then he's like, right at the 25 rule, but then she's at 20, which doesn't feel great.
Yeah.
And then if it's before that, and it's like 24 and 19, also not good. It's definitely
Close
gray.
enough.
It's not
I just
terrible.
thought-
Not terrible.
So me and my husband are both huge geeks, and we basically met at a cosplay convention. I was cosplaying as my favorite female character in the popular anime, and she turned out to be my future husband's favorite character as well. So we decided to honor her, and for the reason we met, by naming our daughter after her, the anime character. Please note that in Western culture, her name is a masculine one and has a slightly different spelling, so we chose to keep the original spelling. We also chose to keep the name a secret until she was born. Important detail, my sister-in-law also has a daughter, Kaylee, which is spelled Kaieleigh. So that's a wrong way to spell Kaylee, but you get there, I guess. I personally think that it's hilarious and dumb to give your kid a name with a spelling like that, but I've never made any comments about it as it's her business. And my kid's name is rare and unusually spelt as well. As I delivered my daughter, we were out of the hospital. We finally disclosed her name. Most of our relatives were okay with her name. Some of them even said it was beautiful. However, my sister-in-law lost it. She said it's a stupid name, and the decision to name a kid after a fictional villain is idiotic. She also threw in some racist words, including the C word aimed at me and my daughter. And in brackets, I'm Asian American. So it was expected, as she often made snarky comments about our hobbies and interests. However, this time I lost it and yelled at her, saying that it's our decision to name our kid and that it's better than Kaylee. She started crying, saying that I was unreasonably rude and stormed off. My husband and mother-in-law took my side and said that I was right and that sister-in-law overstepped the boundary. However, sister-in-law has continued harassing me, demanding an apology, and even managed to turn some of our mutual friends against me. So am I the asshole? Do you want the name first?
Yes. That's what I was about to say. That was going to be my first of all.
First point, yeah. So edit, I've been asked in the comments about my baby's name. It's a character from Naruto named Conan, spelled with a K.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine. I don't understand how that could fucking make the sister-in-law go off to say the fucking racial slur that starts with a C. Crazy. Wild. That's not even like
understand.
Okay, because like if you name the daughter, I mean you're half Asian though, so I mean it should be okay. But if you name the daughter something like Kakashi or something like that, which is fine though, because you're Asian. If it was two white people naming their kid Kakashi, I'd be like, that's a little weird.
That's a little weird.
But you're Asian, so you may not be Japanese, which may make it a little weird. But I mean, overall, fine, I guess. You're definitely not the asshole. You literally just told her the same thing that she was telling you. Like, that's a stupid ass name. And then you just said, not as stupid as Kaylee. And then she was like, apologize now, which makes zero sense because she's the one that started it, going off on Conan.
And saying racist words, like names towards you. This is just crazy that she expected you to apologize. Fuck her. Yeah, man. Like, so here's where I'm at the same place you are. I don't think Conan is that's a pretty normal name. I get that like your baby's a girl, but Conan, I don't know. It's not. It's with a K. Kind of comes off as it could be a girl's name. You know what I mean? Like, who's to say? So I don't think it's that bad of a name, to be honest. There were people in our comments actually saying this is a terrible name. You're an asshole for calling your daughter that, naming it after an anime character.
I think y'all got to relax a little bit.
You got to chill.
But I do agree that if you do go like anime character, something outside of your race or whatever, I would probably say maybe that be like a middle name or
True.
or
Could
do
that.
the good old fashioned Filipino 2 first name type deal.
True.
Yeah, give them, a name that they could put on a resume and then but also fuck that. You should have whatever name you want on your resume. You shouldn't have to be fucking John Smith to get a job nowadays. So fuck it. Yeah, Conan. Who fucking cares, man?
I will say this. If you're actively looking for like a quote unquote unique name that is dumb and like will get your child bullied, try and avoid that for sure. But Conan isn't Conan isn't that, I don't think.
Not
think
that crazy.
There's way weirder names.
No.
Red Tildo's one we talked about on
like
the show.
X Ash something something, whatever Elon Musk kid's name is. If you're doing that shit, then I think you're being a problem. Conan is at least a name that exists.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I think if the name exists, then it's fine.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, maybe if you're really worried, don't tell them it came from an anime, I guess. That could be one way around that too. But yeah, in my opinion, not the asshole. But I believe Reddit deemed asshole in this situation.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really? Conan is that bad?
I don't know. A lot of people were shitting on her for that name. They were obviously saying...
I mean, I really would have done like a middle name. I think that's always the best deal if you want to do something like that. Because,
Sure.
like not everyone's going to love anime. And who says this kid even loves anime? You know what I mean? So that might have been like a good middle name. But again, who cares? You could change the name whenever if the kid doesn't like it. Or she could just go by like Coco or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, what's so terrible about it? I don't think it's bad enough to be called an asshole. Again, if her name was X Ash 17 or whatever, then we got issues. But Conan is fine, y'all. At least in my opinion.
Yeah, on our subreddit, it was maybe like, it was a bit more divided. There was definitely people being like, yeah, that's fine. Like, and then there was other people like, you're an asshole. So I don't know. We might get flamed for this take, but
probably.
Che Basics on our subreddit said, I thought it was going to be way worse. And then Lady Talus below that said, my friend's ex named her son Megatron. So yeah.
Conan you see what I'm talking about? You know what I'm fucking talking about here?
It's a little different. And then they go on to say, yeah, Conan at least has cute nickname potentials like Coney, Coco, Nanny, Nan, etc. So yeah, there's I think that name's fine, to be honest. We might get flamed for that take, but I'm going not the asshole with you there, Sean.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate because that actually takes away your point. Because you called her an asshole.
Oh, well, at the beginning. That's the way it goes sometimes.
It is. You're right. But I think you're 50-50. So
that's our third story though, no?
That's our fourth one. We did the dog one, remember?
Oh, yeah. All right, 50-50, not bad.
Yeah.
I do have to get everything else right though.
You do.
Or I lose a point and we tie. And then we all drink Dasani.
And we all drink Dasani together on the live. That could be fun. You know what I mean?
That could be fun.
For us, anyway. It'll not be fun for John.
Oh, but what's sad is that I want to watch him drink it.
I mean,
Are we drinking it at the same time?
We could take turns.
Okay, good. I want to watch it. I need to see it.
Through the episode, we have to finish it by the end of the bonus episode, maybe.
Oh, the punishment is chugging it.
Okay, nice. I like it. All right.
The punishment is definitely chugging the Dasani. You don't get a sip throughout the episode.
Fair enough. All right. We're going to hit a quick ad break. We're going to take a quick water break because I need it apparently. And we'll be right back. And we are back. For those watching, I never actually addressed the new set I have. I got a Christmas tree beside me for anyone listening. This is
You're in peak Santa position. It feels like you should be having children on your lap or something.
No.
Which is problematic, maybe.
No. I think no, not in my basement. That's weird. But this is a tease setup for an episode we recorded that's going to be coming out later on in December that will not have Sean, John, or mostly me on it, which is a tease for anyone. I won't tell you exactly what, but be sure to check that out later on in December. We got a special episode coming out. But Sean, you ready to close out the episode with some stories here?
Let's do it. This is game time. Now or never.
Now or never. So this one was posted on Am I the Asshole by Throwaway22839. And the title is, Am I the Asshole for Not Picking Up the Dinner Tab on My Girlfriend's Birthday?
If this is like a group situation, then everybody should be paying their own tab except, and then you pay for your girlfriend's. You know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't have to pay for literally everyone at the dinners, right? That seems...
That'd be a lot.
I've never done that. That'd be a lot. But if you're just one-on-one and you're like, I'm not picking up the tab, it's tough, brother. That's your fault. That's definitely you're the asshole there. So it comes down to, is this a group or not a group dinner? And I would say it's probably a group dinner. So I'll say not the asshole.
Okay. That one looks painful.
I don't know. It doesn't feel good. Yeah, it doesn't feel good.
All right, let's hop into it. So I'm in a very new relationship, and her birthday fell on maybe our 9th or 10th date. Up until now, our dates, I paid first date, she paid second date. And then since then, I've just been asked the server to half the check, and she goes along with this fine.
I fucked up. This is a solo date.
Anyway, I thought it would be nice if we got a nice Airbnb out of state for a week, overlapping with her birthday. So I suggested this to celebrate her birthday. She offered to pay towards it, so I accepted. Split the travel costs in half, and she Venmo'd me half of that.
She's already done enough. She's done enough, actually, brother.
Yeah.
The fact that you're going to ask to split the check after she's already paying for the Venmo and the travel for her birthday trip. This trip was your idea. It should be all expenses paid.
Exactly.
You fucking cheapskate.
If you bring it up, that's on you. If she brought it up to you and was like, hey,
I feel like,
let's go out of state, and then like you're tight on money and like, you're like, hey, I'm down, but can we split it or whatever? That's fine. But you brought it up to her.
Yeah. Also, 10 dates is enough to where it's not a short term. You're going on 10 dates. You better be fucking, after 2 or 3, you probably should be paying for all of it. The whole date. You're taking her out on dates, Yeah. Unless it's something that she's like, oh, I want to pay 50-50. I just feel better that way. Then yeah. But for the birthday dinner, yeah, birthday's a given, I feel like. I don't know.
Birthday. So you're saying it's even asshole-ish to expect him 50-50 on any date? Is that what you're saying?
I got it. If you're the one that's taking them out on a date, like this was your idea,
right?
Then you should be paying, I think.
Okay.
Or unless she's like, hey, I want to pay for this date. You paid for the last one.
Yeah.
Something like that. But if you're the one that's initiating the date, I think you're the one that's paying for the date.
That's fair. Okay. I just wanted to clarify that. All right. So she's split for half the travel. Let's hop back into it. So anyway, her birthday fell on the last day we were there, and we'd taken turns paying for things up until then. I was hoping to pay for her birthday meal, but the way things fell, it happened to be her turn to pay on that night. Anyway. Okay. The bill was
if you wanted to, you would. If you wanted to, you would. You would have make up some kind of fucking, it's just the way the tables turn, buddy.
It's your turn.
No, absolutely not.
Crazy.
Oh, man, I really wanted to. I really did.
So I was hoping to pay for her dinner meal, or for her birthday meal, but the way things fell, it happened to be her turn to pay on that night. Anyway, the bill was a little more expensive than the other nights because we'd gone all out a little bit more since it was a celebration with cocktails / desserts, etc. So the bill ended up being the most expensive meal we had there. I'd picked quite an upmarket seafood restaurant for the occasion too. So he picked the restaurant.
And you picked the restaurant?
Yeah.
And you picked the restaurant, you fucking bastard.
So the night before, she thanked me for dinner, and I told her it was okay because she could get the bill the next night on her birthday. And she said, sure, but seemed a little off. Anyway, on her birthday, the bill came while I was in the bathroom, and she hadn't paid it by the time I was back. But I put this down to her being a little tipsy. I asked her what she wanted to do about the check, whether she preferred if I paid since it was her birthday, and she just said it's okay and that she could get it. I accepted since it had been my turn the night before, and she paid. It was a little bit more expensive than the other nights, $130 versus maybe $70 to $80 the other nights, but not by much, so we were pretty much ended up even over the checks as a whole. However, she seems to have been a little bit colder with me since then, even though I got her a nice gift. I think I earn a significant amount of more than her. In brackets, I'm a software engineer and she's a new teacher, so I prefer not to pay for everything on dates. Wait.
All right, man.
wait. Let me get the sentence out. It's crazy. So I think I earn a significant amount more than her. I'm a software engineer and she's a new teacher, so I prefer not to pay for everything on dates because I don't want a gold digger. In my experience,
brother,
American women don't usually mind doing 50-50, but then I have a limited experience. Why is she being off with me? Could it be to do with the check, even though I offered? Was she annoyed that it was a bit more expensive than the previous nights? I did order quite a lot of food that night. Am I the asshole?
You bastard. You fucking
Or is she being a princess?
Asshole. 100% the asshole. Yeah, I thought this was going to be a group thing. Okay, look. You chose the restaurant. You chose this trip.
Yep.
You chose to eat a lot at this restaurant. And
Correct.
Honestly, $130 for two people on a night with cocktails and dinner, not terrible. That's pretty good. You know what I mean? You're not doing a ton of damage. $130. That's not that out of this world, especially for a software engineer. I get it. You know, you don't. I feel like after 10 dates, you should know if she's a gold digger or not. And I don't think she is. It's her fucking birthday. You know what I mean? You didn't ask her to split the trip. She offered that because she probably knows that you're worried about somebody being a gold digger. Otherwise, she probably wouldn't be doing this much splitting. She wouldn't be going 10 plus dates with a splitter.
Yeah.
God, I think you really fucking suck. I think you really absolutely suck. You can't have it be your idea and not pay, I think. That's just the bottom line. You can't tell her, let's go to this really nice spot and then come back from the bathroom and be like, you're going to pay or what's happening here? Why is the check still here? Fucking pay for this. You know what I mean? This is insane. And of course, when you ask somebody, do you want me to pick it up? Are they going to say yes? Especially if they know that you have problems with, worrying about if people are, trying to get you for your money. It's not the money thing, brother. It's just the courtesy and just being a fucking normal person, I think. Yeah, I think this guy sucks.
Yeah, I agree with everything you're saying. Like, you should know. Well, also being paranoid about someone being a gold digger is wild to me. I mean, I'm not someone who's ever made enough to worry about that, but also
that's never been a concern for me. I've been poor my whole life.
Yeah, you and me are in the same boat. Yeah, it's just it's not something I would think you should worry about dating people. And by date 10, you should definitely know. If they're just with you for your money. Crazy.
And she's giving you multiple signs, aka paying for half of your fucking dates and paying half of this trip and the half of the Airbnb. I think she's made it abundantly clear that she is not a gold digger. She would just want her fucking birthday meal paid for. You fucking scum.
And
crazy.
With the regular dates 50-50 paying, I think is fine if that's how you want to do it, or if you want to do like alternating paying, whatever. That's up to you and whoever you're with.
That's what I'm saying. Like if people want to pay, let them pay. But if you like, I would never be like, let's go get omakase, Nancy, and then be like, all right, you got this $250 check. It's just your turn.
It's your turn.
That's crazy.
Yeah. We've been married for 3 years, but it's your turn tonight.
Yeah. It's your turn.
Yeah. So Reddit obviously deemed him asshole.
For sure.
And Cansta of the River said, you're the asshole. Splitting everything 50-50 is fine generally, but your take on the whole birthday situation is pretty mean-spirited. You suggested the week away and she split it. You were hoping to pay for her birthday meal at the more expensive restaurant you picked for her birthday, despite knowing she earns considerably less than you. But shucks, it didn't work out that way. You say you offered to pay, but your previous description of the conversation doesn't sound like an offer, more like putting her on the spot. And then the gold digger comment, wow, dude, you're a software engineer, not a Kennedy. I don't think you're being treated to a birthday meal is going to give the woman a taste of the high life.
Max.
I thought Alex would like the Kennedy reference.
She for sure does. I gotta say, I'm just imagining this guy like on this weekend trip is like counting the trips and is like making sure that it doesn't fall on his turn.
He's like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Let's go get some coffee. Let's get this, I know we're full, but let's get some fucking ice cream. Let's get a dessert. You know what I mean?
I pay.
I'll pay this one. I guess you just get the next one. I don't know.
Yeah. It's crazy to me because like
fucking scumbag.
Yeah, I don't know. Like for me, it's just like, yeah, I'm obviously going to pay for my significant other's meal on their birthday. Everything on their birthday, basically.
Yeah.
It's different if you're not able to pay for it or something like that, but he's clearly got the means and is just trying to avoid paying for it.
But even if you couldn't pay for it, then this shouldn't have been an idea in the first place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I'm just saying like you don't have, like, if you don't have the means, don't expect to take them. Like, don't take them out to an expensive restaurant. Make a meal or something. You know what I mean? Like, crazy. Oh, all right, Sean. Well,
you know what? I'm kind of glad I lost because I would have quite a bit of FOMO watching you guys drink the Dasani, and I probably would have just drank it anyways to join. So
Sean would have bought an extra one and just pulled it out and been like, "I'm doing it too, guys."
It's a write-off. It's all a write-off.
Yeah. I like how you and I are content with this punishment because it's not a punishment, and John's it's horrified.
Oh, he's horrified. Look, it's not great. It's not even good water, but it is water.
It's water. It's edible, is what we'll say.
Yeah.
All right, we got the last one here before we hit the patron. It's a shorter one, cross-posted by Aura Moth, and the title is, Am I the asshole for telling my daughter that I will never kiss or hug her?
Yes. Right? Seems like a slam dunk, yes.
Yeah, I mean, I put this one in because it was very popular on our subreddit, and there's a reason for that. So let's hop into it. It doesn't matter. Points don't matter anymore, so we'll hop into it.
Yeah, points don't matter. I already lost, so fuck it.
Yeah, exactly. So I, 31 male, have a 5-year-old daughter. My wife, 30 female, is very affectionate with her and hugs her and kisses her all the time, but I feel really uncomfortable doing that. My daughter tries to hug me before she sleeps every night, but I always reject it and just tuck her in bed. She tried to hug me again yesterday, but I told her once and for all that I would never kiss her cheek or hug her since it makes me uncomfortable. My daughter looked really sad afterwards, and I heard her crying when I left the room, but my wife heard and came. I admitted to my wife what I said, and she got really upset and scolded the hell out of me to do better as a father. So am I the asshole? Okay.
Yeah. Easy slam dunk one. Yeah, of course. Why would you be uncomfortable by hugging and kissing your own child?
So this is an assumption on my part, but it feels like he's sexualizing that part of the relationship.
It definitely sounds like it, because why else would you not want to hug?
Why would that be uncomfortable?
Kiss your own daughter.
Yeah.
I wonder if he maybe has his own traumas. Maybe something happened to him. Just trying to think of what would get you into the mindset to not be comfortable doing that.
Say
people
this,
hug and
though.
kiss dogs. You know what I mean?
100%. I kiss Ringo all the time. She hates it, but I will say this: even if he does have trauma, saying that to your daughter and passing that trauma on,
oh yeah, for sure,
is horrible. You got to get that shit figured out if you want to be a good father, because you are just traumatizing your daughter for life. And so you are still an asshole, even if you have been traumatized before, because all you're doing is re-traumatizing someone else. So it doesn't give you a pass. And then Reddit also deemed asshole. And Tom Boynes said, how is she going to grow up knowing what healthy boundaries are concerning men? How is she going to know what healthy affection is? OOP is setting her up for bad relationships. And more than that, obviously, like the first man that comes along and shows her affection, she will have no bar on what like being treated properly will be like, you know what I mean? So definitely a good point as well with that. So I feel bad for her, honestly.
Yeah, the dad needs to go to therapy and figure that out for sure, because that's not great.
Therapy.
There we go. It's been a while since we used this button.
You need to take a long look in the mirror, bud.
There we go.
A lot of that one.
Yeah.
A lot of that one recently.
Which in some ways says the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. A more aggressive.
Yeah. Much better way. Jine loves that one.
Jine does love that.
And we love Jine, so.
We can't get enough of Jine.
That is it for this episode, Wikimaniacs. What did you think? Were these people assholes? Let us know down in the comments on YouTube, Discord, or on our subreddit. Don't forget, you can get tickets to our live show. Link in the description. It will be on December 3rd. at 12 p.m. Eastern.
Second.
Right? December 2nd.
Definitely the 2nd.
Yeah, December 2nd.
December 2nd.
When you go to buy the tickets, it says all the information there, and I don't have to remember it. So,
it says the date. Truly a Sean ending on this one.
Join us in the live show.
Join us.
But if you want to hear more, please consider joining our Patreon at patreon.com/Cultivate Podcast Network. You can unlock bonus episodes as well as extra stories every Friday. Thank you, Sean, for coming on today. And that's it for Am I the Asshole this month. We all lose. We're all losers. So doesn't that make us winners together?
Together.
Yeah. So if you want to see our punishment, that'll be in the December monthly bonus episode, which we'll be recording we will be recording in person. So that'll be super fun. Thank you, Wikimaniacs, for another amazing episode. See you on Monday. Bye.
Later.
So am I the asshole?
Definitely fucking not.